Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am going to film I don't know, I just ordered some food from Uber Eats, and I'm going to sit here and I just wanted to talk about love and relationships, and I haven't planned anything, so I don't know what's gonna come out of my mind or out of my mouth, but I just want to eat and talk. So it is a Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday. I don't know if I'll watch on, but I think it's like past 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. And yes, I'm just sitting here in comfortable clothes. I actually bought this nice I don't know, just oversized hoodie from Uniqlo yesterday. Me and Razan went shopping. It was €5. There were so many sales going on, so yeah, bought a lot of things. But I'm just going to sit here. Excuse for the lighting if it changed. The weather is not the best outside, but so it will actually be my first time filming a video like this where I will be eating and talking, so bear with me. But oh, this looks delicious. So I ordered some what do you call this? Oh, it's so nice and fresh, but I ordered some baklava. That's what you call it, baklava. Some serviettes. Oh, they also gave me a free juice the previous time. I also have a water here. So I have some barbecue sauce for the chicken I ordered. I think this will probably be the chicken. I ordered 2 meals to see, two things. So this is the chicken fingers. Super warm, I can feel. So this is what this looks like. Oh, it looks nice and crunchy. So I ordered the barbecue sauce to dip these in. I've also have some tomato sauce that I might grab out as well. Oh, the clouds and everything, the lighting is going to change so much. I have my blind clothes, but this is just going to be a chill video. If you have something to eat or grab out, get it out. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but as I said, haven't done one of these before. And this is, oh, this looks good. This is the chicken burger. Let me focus on the burger itself. It's a crispy chicken burger. So that's the patty. It's got cheese at the top, some gherkins. I don't eat cucumbers, so I'll just take the cucumber off, but I eat gherkins. So that's good. There's no sauce on this thing. At least I've got tomato sauce. So I'll quickly grab my tomato sauce. Preferred mayonnaise, but I don't have mayo here, especially because it's a chicken burger. But tomato sauce will do. Okay, so I've just moved you to be like across from me so that you can just see how I am enjoying my food. I mean, I like watching videos like this, so I'm going to actually try one of these chicken pieces first. It looks so good and it's so fresh. First, just put it in the tomato sauce. Super delicious. Wow, that's nice, and it's not dry, which is a good thing. So where do I begin? So to give you background, I will just be talking about my life, my experiences, and then yeah, I actually only loved one guy in my life before. Yeah, I will get on that now, but I've been basically just in one very serious relationship, and that started actually when I was in grade 9, which is when I was 15 years old. Was actually the first time I got into a serious relationship. Before that, I dated guys, you know, in school, where you like hold hands, hang out, say it's your boyfriend, you know, but nothing like serious. I would say more or less like 3 or 4 guys before that one, but it was like literally that school, yeah, I don't know, like nothing serious. But then I met this guy. He was actually, so my older sister, she's 2 years older than me, she actually dated a guy also I think like for 3 years, and by that time I think it was already like more than a year. And then that guy's best friend is this guy that I fell in love with. I saw him playing rugby. He was a very like how can I say it, like popular, outspoken. Everyone loved him, everybody loved being around him. And yeah, so I basically started liking him for like a full year. I liked him. Eventually he saw me, we connected, we hit it off, and we dated for almost 8 years. And just to give you a background, he was 2 years, or is 2 years older than me. We started dating when I was grade 9 and he was then grade 11. And yeah, we had school still for 2 years together, you know, did the whole school romance. And then he went to study for 2 years, so we had a long distance relationship for 2 years. So I have a lot of experience with long distance relationship as well. Then I went to the same university where he is, in Potchefstroom, at the Northwest University in South Africa. And then there we were together for 2 years. And I am going to speak with my mouth open, so excuse that. But yeah, we were there then 2 years together, and then he went and worked in Pretoria, and then we were apart 2 years again. And then by the end of that 2 years, we called it quits, and yeah, I was done studying. So technically we had 2 years together, 2 years long distance relationship, 2 years together, 2 years long distance relationship. So it was like half. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about that. Like, please also leave comments down below. What is your like relationship experience? Like, how many serious relationships have you had before? What was your biggest, I don't know, just difficulties in a relationship? What scars do you have from your previous relationships? I would like to know, because I struggled for a very long time with a lot of I don't know, just issues from that relationship, and I will get to that now. But I would just love to speak to me. I just want to, I don't know, get to know you guys better, get to see also what people go through. And yeah, just comment it down below, or message me on Instagram if you don't want people to see it. But yeah, how can I basically, let me summarize it this way, otherwise it can be a very long talk. Is that I started dating this guy when I was obviously like starting to become a teenager. So I haven't had my own, actually going to take a sip of this juice they sent. It's just like a multivitamin Capri Sun drink. I had these before, it's nice. But yeah, so I wasn't obviously like a teenager. Like, I was a teenager, but I haven't like developed my own personality yet, you know, like I was young. I still had to grow immensely, like into my own woman and girl, older girl. So I met him, and I basically like hid behind his image and what he was standing for, and I wasn't like my own person from the get-go. I loved him so much and so fast that I basically gave a part up of myself to just be with him. And I think it's because I was that young, I didn't know, you know, what you should do when you're in love. You shouldn't, you know, sacrifice your personality, not my beliefs and those things, but just your personality, the things you still want to explore, the things you want to do, especially at that age. Like, I obviously didn't knew that, so I was just going down the wrong path from the get-go, just because of the amount I loved that guy. So yeah, from the start I, you know, did things, or you know, dealt with things, or you know, accepted things that I wouldn't have accepted if, you know, I was like, no, I wouldn't accept it, if I can put it that way. Like, if I was a little bit older, or you know, a bit wiser, I wouldn't have accepted that. So yeah, so basically, just to summarize that, like, I was just accepting everything he did. Everything he said was like law, and I didn't feel that I had a lot of say in the relationship. And it was also like my own fault, because I was so scared of losing him that I just, you know, stuck with everything he did and was like, yes it's fine, and I will cry my eyes out every day. So our relationship was quite also, you know, I would do something wrong, and to think back, I can't think of the things what I did wrong, because like, I'm not trying to speak myself up, but I was literally that girl that was just doing whatever he said. So if he wanted to do things, we did that. If I wasn't allowed to speak to this guy, go to this party. I didn't. But you know, if I had a top that showed cleavage, if I had a short that's too short, like, he would just be so mad and angry at me, and he will leave me. He will, you know, tell me it's over. And I never did that. I think I might have done it like twice in our entire relationship, but it was because there was really trouble, but not because like he didn't do as I said, or because I was jealous about something. So there was just a lot of like, you know, me doing something wrong. Like, it felt wrong in that thing, but technically I feel so sorry for myself for back then. Like, it wasn't wrong at all, but I saw it as shit, I'm going to lose him. But yeah, so he will like threaten me, we'll break up, or he will break up with me. That's most of the times he will like just break up. I'll message him, cry like, please, I won't do that again. I will, you know, think before I speak, think before I do this. I was still a girl. Yo, he was so hard on me. But anyways, so yeah, it was a lot of like threatening to leave me or leave me begging him back, wanting him back, promising it will be better, you know, making promises. Then it's fine. 3 days after we go, we were like this the whole time. And if it was bad, it was bad, and if it was good, it was good. So that's a big thing. And then just the other thing, I would just say like what counted for him didn't count for me. He could go on like all the vacations, and like at the end, like matric rage, I couldn't go. We had like this modeling thing that he could do at our school, I couldn't do that. There was just a lot of like I'm forgetting to eat. There's just a lot of like, he could do everything and I couldn't, and I was fine with that because I just loved him and just wanted not to lose him. And I mean, I'm sure there's also things I did wrong. I know there's things I did wrong, especially when it got to jealousy things, because from the get-go in our relationship, he never made me feel loved or special, or, you know, I always felt like I had to do things to keep him with me. For our full almost 8-year relationship, I felt that way, and it's so sad, and I never ever want to feel that way. And if you are in a relationship like that, I don't know, I just feel, and I always said, like, you deserve so much more, because it's the worst thing if you love someone so much and they don't give you back what you deserve, and you just keep on being, you know, sitting up with what you don't deserve. Like, it's horrible, it's not nice. So in saying that, right, there's just a lot of things. Like, it was an 8-year relationship, I can't touch on everything. Oh yeah, but I wanted to say is that he didn't make me feel special out in outdoors and whatever, in front of people, in front of friends. He would never be affectionate, but behind doors, like, you know, he would be affectionate. Like, I always just felt like so worthless. And even like I can remember the day when my mom asked me, like, does he kiss you, does he hold your hand? And I was like, what the hell, my mother is asking me these things. Like, he couldn't be affectionate with me. And I'm not saying just like holding my hand. He never held my hand in public. He never like would at university have lunch with me where people could see us. I don't know why, but I will never ever ever, let me tell you this, never ever let a guy treat me that way again. And I brought it up, I told him, I cried about it, but it was just his way and the, you know, or the highway, like, take your things and leave. So because of that, I was very jealous, because he didn't make me feel like, you know, I'm appreciated by him. Like, he would just speak to girls, do his own things. So obviously I was jealous. So that did play a big part in our relationship, but so was he. He was also jealous, like, he couldn't do things. And there was just a lot of other problems. Like, we were very good friends. I mean, laughed and had good times, but all these other bad things, I would never take those good things, even a percentage of that, if I have these bad things. Like, it just overshadowed all the good things. He's a good person. I just think we were very young, and, you know, yeah, it was just not good. It was not a good. And I also think his past, based on how he grew up and whatever, also played a part. But I don't want to cast him as this bad person. I mean, we still speak like every second month, message each other on our birthday. He's married, he's happy, you know, we wish the best for each other. We ended our relationship on good terms. You know, it was just us being young, stupid, And just also to add is in my second year of studies, I think it was like the last year and a half of our relationship, he actually left me. And I was like, actually my roommate Mikaela, like kudos to her, she was like, there's no way that you are going back to that guy. Oh shit. And she made me block him on everything, literally everything. And yeah, his hostel or sorority or whatever he stayed in was just across the road from mine, like we were on campus. So you know, the fact that we didn't cross paths for like, I think it was 2 or 3 months, was, I don't know how that happened, but I blocked him on everything. I went home to visit my parents in Germany, we went to Paris, we traveled. I mean, I was heartbroken, but I was also at a point where I was just like, my heart couldn't even break anymore. Like, I was dead inside. So at the end, he asked me to be back. He begged me, he said he will change, you know, it will be a better relationship. And I mean, he did change, but my heart was never the same again. Like, I couldn't love him anymore. All my love, and a part of these things he doesn't even know, but in a way he also know. Like, it's just, I cared so much for him, and I still do, that I couldn't leave him. I think I was just messed up. I'm so glad I'm done with that, but I couldn't leave him like for a year or so. And then at the end, I had the courage, or not actually, he left me because I wasn't committed, because I wasn't giving him anything, and he knew it was over. I just couldn't say it, because I obviously cared so much for him still. I didn't like romantically love him anymore, because all of those years just made like a wall in my heart that I could never love anything about him anymore. Whether he changed and whether he was like the best person ever, I couldn't love any part of him anymore. It was just gone. So yeah, that is my history of relationships. And then I was, I think, 23 when that ended, like from 15 years till 23. And then I had to find myself. It was difficult times. I was overweight. I gained 20 kilograms in 3 years. My sister made me like help me, and I lost like 25 kilograms over 3 years. I found myself the first year, I was literally like in my room every day. Let me quickly take a bite of this burger. But I was for a year literally like in my room after work, in bed. I was just very, I wasn't depressed at all, but just I had no passion or spark in me. I didn't know who I was. I was literally just walls and organs and doing life, you know, doing my job, getting paid, hanging with my family, because they were the only people that wow. This is so good. Wow. But yeah, so for a year I basically just, I was just there on earth, did literally nothing. And then I kissed a guy for the first time. It was literally after a year of being single again. And then, oh, my foot is sleeping. I just want to straighten my leg. Okay. And then, yeah, so I kissed a guy then for the first time. And then in my second year of articles, I was like, you know, I was starting to feel better, like within myself, being more healthier. And I was just like, you know, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to put effort and time, you know, building myself up. That's literally the first time I put attention on myself, giving myself self-love for the first time. Because for 8 years, it was all just for him. I lived for him, which is so bad. Like literally. And I know it's difficult when you're so young. You love deeply. You love hard. It's the only thing you know. It's your first love. And I feel like at the beginning I just wanted to save everyone. Like after my relationship, if I hear someone is going through bad or a guy treat them, but I just want to say like, leave him, go, run for the hills. But then I just also remember that everyone needs to go through their first heartbreak, make their stupid mistakes, and that's the way you learn. And yeah, I certainly learned the very hard way. I just quickly wanted to upload my YouTube video that's going up now on me speaking Dutch for a full day. I just remembered about that because it takes a while to be uploaded. But yeah, basically built my personality up, become like, I got so many like comments and people saying like how I just like changed for the good and got my own personality and backbone. And yeah, so it took me like 3 years to just become Christelle. This is so good. And yeah, very proud. I still have some time to go. I don't have any, I would say, like bad scars left of it, like anything. The only thing is just I have a bit of like, I am scared that I would, you know, give myself up for, you know, loving a person again, because I do love hard. I do care, you know, deeply. If I do find someone that I do feel that feelings, I tend to, you know, give everything, and I am scared about that. That's probably why I haven't, you know, dated someone again. It's now been 4.5 years since, yeah, our breakup, and almost 5 years, and I haven't dated someone. I've been on dates, I, you know, have kissed guys, I've, you know, had fun, but I've never like dated guys. And I really think it's like God's way and just saying, Christelle, you have spent your life, you know, tailoring to a guy and living his way. You need time by yourself, because if I would have had gone into a relationship like a year after that, or even faster, or 2 years after, like it wouldn't have worked. Like there's so many things I had to work on myself, and I still do. But basically I just wanted to say, like, I'm still scared, and yeah, the other part of me is also, I'm not gonna settle. Boy oh boy, I'm not gonna settle. I'm going to find that guy that's head over heels above me, that loves me for me, that adores me, that loves my, I always tell my friends, like, I'm a fun, young-hearted person. Like, I love someone that can make fun of himself, be a big kid, you know, that adores my stupid things I do. Sometimes I'm literally like just not logical and I do stupid things, and if a guy can appreciate those things, appreciate the, you know, passions I have, like YouTube, and understand and just gets me, like, I'm gonna wait for that person. And yeah, I've been on a few dates this year, just getting that confidence up, you know. Like, I feel, yeah, I've been struggling during quarantine a little bit here and there, I think, like we all do sometimes, but I feel good again. I feel like I've been, actually, if I sit here, I'm just so proud of myself. It's hard work, and I must still remember to every day get up and live for myself. You need to be your biggest supporter. And yeah, on that note, let me just quickly take another bite. I see they have mayo on their burger, so good. Let me take another bite of this. So on that note, you know my past. Please comment down below your experiences. I just want to read. I want to relate, like, any bad things, good things. Like, I would also love to hear the good stories, how you met a guy, what he does for you that's special, how did you know he's the one, all those things. Like, yeah, so that's the one thing. And then getting on, like I said, I've been starting to like see people, have fun, putting myself out there. Like I said, also, I'm not at a place in my life where I want to commit now. If I find that person that I know is the one, of course, then I'm all in. But for now, I'm just enjoying life. I still have a lot of, like, I just want to, I'm almost there. It's just that last push I want to give myself to get to like my full potential. But not that I think you'll ever get to 100%. Like, I think you would always improve. That's just life. You always improve, you always get better. That's just how life works. You're never the same person as you are 2 months ago, 6 months ago. And one thing that I just want to mention is that I never thought that I would love someone again. Like, obviously I thought that will happen, but oh yeah, this is the one thing, this is actually the biggest thing I struggled with, is because of my past and how I was treated and being young. I couldn't speak to guys. I didn't know how to interact with guys. I was so shy. When I started to work straight after that relationship, if I had to approach a guy, I was like, even though it wasn't like romantically or, you know, trying to flirt or, you know that part, if it was professionally at work, I couldn't do that. I approach guys, speak to guys. I was just, because I couldn't have guy friends or anything like that. I didn't have one guy friend. I was told to not have that. So I didn't have 8 years of my life. I didn't develop that normal interaction with guys. So I lacked that trade or that skill, sorry, that's the right word. So yeah, that was one thing I had to work on. And I must say, last year was the first time, yeah, this is the first time I've ever said it on my YouTube channel, but there is a guy that I really like. I like him very much, and I've accepted the fact that, I don't want to get into detail with that, but it's a guy that, without knowing, he made me be myself even more. Like, he's so non-judgmental. He's just all those things that I am insecure about. He made me not realize it. So usually, just to give an example, usually if I approach a guy, I'm like, shit, what do I need to say? He's gonna think this about me. I'm gonna be stupid, no matter what the situation is, work, social. And this guy, immediately when I met him, I never had that thought. It's so weird to me. I never had the thought to impress, it just went. And there's not a day that passed by that I don't know. It's just a feeling I never felt before. That it's as if I could have just been 150% myself, and he couldn't care less, like, about me showing stupid things or whatever. So there is a guy that I really like. He is awesome, but I'm not going to talk too much on that, because yeah, it's just not, yeah, a viable option. I don't know how to say that, but he showed me that there is guys out there that, you know, can make me feel the way I want to feel. Let's put it that way. So that is my story that I wanted to share and just talk about. And I don't know, maybe there's someone out there going through a similar thing. I don't know. Are people still making these mistakes? Are they? I'm sure they do. Love it makes you do stupid things, and yeah, but I guess I will never regret it, because it made me who I am today. It made me blossom into the person I am today. It made me also now know that the guy I will end up with, it will be a guy that I will be with for the rest of my life. I can almost guarantee, like, I would want to guarantee myself that, because I'm not going to settle for anything less than I deserve. And yeah, it might take a long while getting in, because I have, you know, things that I won't settle on, but I know he's out there, and I'm not being desperate. This food is so good. I'm taking another bite, and then I'll quickly taste the baklava. Why is food this good? I've also been eating shit the past 2 weeks. Last week was my birthday. Just ate shitty food this week. So from tomorrow, I'm just like, you know, nourishing my body with good food again, being consistent with my exercising again. And it's okay to enjoy life with food and whatever, but yeah, I can't go on like this, because it's not the healthiest. Okay, I cleanse my palate. Oh my word, this looks amazing. Let me just show you up close. This is like, oh shit, it's so fresh. If you don't know what it is, I don't even know exactly, but it's basically like this pastry with like a syrupy type of thing, and then you'll see at the bottom how moist it is. Can you just focus on the baklava? And then it has pistachio on. Let me taste this. The crunch. Wow. Oh my goodness. I wish you could taste this. Wow. Oh my word. I just want to take this in. I'm in heaven right now. Oh, food is so good. I'm definitely having another one. My word. It's almost the same type of thing as like a cook sister in South Africa, but much better. Like the syrupy part is kind of the same. It's just less heavy because it's like this flaky, I don't know what you call it, like croissant type of dough, and then like the nuts, the pistachio nuts. I'm trying to think what else I can share, because I've already told my story now, and I really hope people comment, because I want to, I don't know, just see what people have to say about this topic. Yeah, I am 27 now, for you guys that are curious, and I hope to meet a person in the next 2 years, like not this year maybe, but maybe next year. And yeah, now the things that I'm doing is just, if someone, like my friends will usually like meet people that's single, they will say they have a single friend, I will go with them for drinks, you know. If they're cool, fun to hang around with, we'll go for another drink, you know. But I do all these things like on a social friendly basis, and then, you know, eventually you'll probably meet someone you feel that all that feels with. Like I'm struggling to feel all the feels from the start, and the other thing is also is I can now from the get-go tell whether I will be able to love a guy or not, like, you know, to see something further. But yes, I think, yeah, this was basically just sharing my story. And if I can give advice, is obviously you need to make your own mistakes. Unfortunately, I had 8 years of a lot of crying. The one thing, if I can tell myself looking back at everything, is just to never give yourself up for someone. I would have told my 15-year-old self, is Christelle, you still have a huge long life in front of you. This guy is not everything, and you need to love him and be with him, but make sure you stay your own individual, that you develop in the person you want to be, live for yourself. And that's just something that I will end this video with, that a big thing that I've taken away is never rely on someone else to make you happy or to make your life incredible, because people change. That's something, and I will speak maybe in the future about it. A lot of things happened in my life last year, a lot of, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that now. But just one thing that I've realized is that you can't be dependent on someone else for your happiness, and you need to be your own person. So no matter how hard it is, if that person really loves you and really wants to be with you, then they need to see the person who you really are, the person you want to be. And then if they don't want to be with you, that when you're that person that you want to be, then they don't deserve you. Then there's someone else that will appreciate you for those things. And just don't settle. Just don't feel like this is guys that, or girl is the end all and the be all. Like, don't. Just stay your own self, develop in the person you want to be, have guy relationships with other guys, you know, like friendships. Like, don't let someone tell you not to do or to have something, you know. Develop in your person, love yourself, yeah, be confident in yourself. There's so many, it's a weird thing saying like there's a lot of fish in the sea, but there is. And if that one you are with, guy or girl, don't treat you or respect you in the way they should, then it's difficult at the beginning to let go. But it's one thing I thank God every single day, that I got out of that relationship. And even though it was hard, and I still feel sorry for myself for the nights, and if I just think back, all the crying and the heartache that I felt, but I'm just so glad that I have a different path. Because we were looking at rings, wanting to get engaged and all those things, and it was serious. happy, I'm doing good. I've saw the past, I'm not gonna give it away, but I've saw that there's guys out there that I can give my heart out to again. Someone pretty special, but yeah, life is life, and yeah, keep going at it, make your mistakes, learn from it, and love yourself, be who you want to be. And I'm going to end this video here, and I just sending all my love out if there's someone going through what I went through for years. And yeah, if you want to speak, please yeah, Instagram message me, because then no one can see, or if you don't mind, share it down below, give this video a like, and then I will see you next week with a new video. Bye bye.